As for politics, I'll admit I can't say much. Never really got into the whole idea. It seemed kind of contrived in a way. The whole idea that you have other people making policies that are supposed to meet up with everyone's expectations, but everyone, especially in this country, completely it's the melting pot. And you have tons of people with different values and different ideals, and they all want different things, and they're all pulling the same guys in the same direction, in different directions. And they get mad that they don't get on their exact policy, which may or may not doesn't always affect other people, but just even so, just the whole idea that there's so many different groups around, and they're all log rolling in their I can't think of the word when they give the guys money. I can't think of the word. Lobbying. There it is. And it just seems that, and then because it's really just you have the politicians out there, and they theoretically want to, like the Mr. Smith who was a Washington kind of guy. He wants to make the country a better place, which that's what you want them to be working on. But half the time they're answering letters or responding to accusations that they're not friendly enough to like this group, or they're taking bribes or whatever they're doing, but they're not out there thinking of great policies. They're not out there convincing the corporate people of America, who's the people, because since we're so corporated, basically those are the targets that the politicians should need to swing in their favor if they want to get anything done. But they're too busy doing other stuff, and it's almost just like a shame, because they have a couple years in office, and you expect so much of them, especially the higher up they go, the more you want to get done. Especially in the low level, say the mayoral office of my town, I can't say I've noticed any change at all. I mean, I think they paved a street or something. That's great. That's nice. I mean, now they might have passed a policy to raise or lower the tax, but they're really not doing anything else because they're so concerned about their future. And it's not like you can go to a store and say, "Oh, do you need a politician to work here?" And so they're really concerned about covering their hides. They got to make sure they have a clean record in any kind of office, so that they can hopefully advance to more and more powerful positions. And so they're too busy worrying about themselves to actually go out there. And it always seems that the movies that they make these days, they're getting very political, I think. And but they're always about the guy who stops caring about himself and starts going after, going for the gold, going for the real justice and things like that. But I haven't seen any one of those people in real life yet. I mean, those are the idealized people. We all agree that that's the ideal, and yet we still pressure them in various ways and prevent them and almost scare them for going out on a limb. Because it just seems if they go out on a limb, they can get a black eye in the public's eye, and then they just would have almost like no future later, because there's always someone running against you. The next time they go to an election, they'd be like, your opposition would be, well, he's the guy who did that. And then people will be like, oh yeah, he's a bad guy now. And they play up on that, and just because we're taking a risk, they're not going to have a chance to do, maybe they want to do more things, even if his risks are good. I think Thomas Jefferson said, when he made the Declaration of Independence, he thought a revolution every 20 years would be pretty healthy for the country. I mean, that hasn't happened at all. But I mean, I completely see where he's coming from. And just the lack of ability for the politicians and flexibility in the public eye gives them almost no chance, I think, to really go out there and try to make a difference, because it's too much.